pew 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 pew.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it just came to me like 2 minutes before we started. I was gonna do something completely different.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, gotta throw the love to the girls from H-Town.
T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili, I believe, were their names.
I thought Scrubs was Destiny's Child.
Maybe.
Pretty sure it's Destiny's Child.
Look, don't go chasing waterfalls, buddy.
I have no fucking...
Don't you go chasing waterfalls, making up all these accusations about Destiny's TLC. No, Destiny's Child. I don't know, honestly. I think it was TLC.
Yep, TLC. Yep,
I was
I'm
right.
dumb.
Look,
I'm dumb.
Look at me. I know things. All right, let's get into where you've been and tell you guys where, in fact, we have been since we last talked to you guys, huh? You guys want to do that?
Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
All right. You want to go first?
Yeah, I had a classic Pat weekend.
Video games. Hung out at the house.
Except for on Friday. My sister said she was going to Walgreens. I was like, you know what? I'll run with you too, because I got to get a couple things
the wall.
here. No, it's Walgreens.
The wall.
And thinking that this was going to be a quick run over, grab 2 or 3 things, and leave. And this isn't even my not cool. It was just annoying that that we were in there for like 45 minutes because she was like looking through, like trying to find like specific like brands of pills and stuff, like like hair pill, all that shit that chicks buy. And I was just like, I finished in 2 minutes. Like, can you hurry this
done.
Fuck up? And I was like, God damn it.
You're like the little kid walking behind his mom. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, like Cassie, I could have left and came back 3 times. So besides that, though, didn't leave my house all weekend.
Yeah.
Like, I might have set a record for number of hours I spent playing video games this weekend. It was great, like, because they had some sales. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game The Division 2.
I'm more of a Division 1 kind of guy.
I never played either one.
I've never played either of them either.
But
I had no idea that was
basically it's there was a giant actually it kind of fits with the coronavirus. We might be in this world soon. Giant like viral outbreak, and like most of the world has like broken down, but you're like a little government agent trying to help keep order, and so you go around just killing rival factions in whatever city you're in. Like, people are being, like, dickheads. And, like, so this one, you're in Washington, D.C., and you're working for the government. Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm killing jackals is what they call themselves.
Jackals.
Yeah.
Only a bunch
but
of jackals.
But that was on sale for $3. And I was like, I'll get that. And then they had a Ghost Recon game on sale for $13, and I haven't gotten to that one yet. But so I spent a lot of time doing that this
killing
weekend.
jackals.
Just killing everybody.
Fucking up jackals.
And just drinking whiskey on my couch and not fucking moving. I finished the ranch.
Okay.
Finally, it actually made me very sad.
How was it? Was the ranch delicious? Did you try a Dude Ranch? Have you tried Dude Ranch?
No, I did not listen to any Blink-182
condiment
this weekend.
for men. Finally.
God damn it! I want to make.
I told somebody that like last week, and they thought that was hilarious. So I believe it was Jingle Blake that came up with that one. So shout out to you, buddy.
But yeah, just did a bunch of that. Watched some hockey. Watched a bunch of XFL.
What games did you watch? You watched Bruins?
Oh, yeah, Bruins.
I only watch teams that like I'm betting on are really bad and have already been eliminated from the playoffs, but no big deal.
I watch the Bruins because that's who my buddy has on his NHL package, and that's our team. So
he only gets one. He only has the one team.
Yeah, the one team one. And then
amateur hour.
Yeah, and then if there's a game on
what
TV,
happens when they're not playing that night?
Then
you get to you just waste that night on your
NBCSN. There's usually a game
not always. Not always.
Then I just
Sometimes
don't watch
I like
hockey
to
that
go
night.
double screens, and I like to watch multiple games. Because, look, Daddy bets a little bit, okay? Daddy bets
just a little bit, huh?
Sometimes Daddy gets in a hole and then has to dig himself out by betting more money. And like, hey, all right, well, now I'm betting the 9 o'clock game. So guess what? Who's staying up? I am.
Always chasing that fix,
Killing
buddy?
Killing it, though. What am I? Hold on, I got it written down. I actually have the app open, too. But 45-13-2 NHL. No big deal. That's brag. Not to make a big deal about it, but... Yeah, guys, I suck at NFL picks. Not so much at hockey.
Yeah. And then the one thing I did do productive this weekend, though, is how the CDC was saying that, it might be time to actually just start prepping for, like, if coronavirus gets out of hand, all this. And people are like, oh, well, I'm going to go buy a bunch of canned food. I'm going to buy a bunch of this, blah, blah, blah. My plan is I'm just going to go buy, like, 6 cases of whiskey because the way that the Irish deal with sickness
alcohol
is you just drink whiskey.
kills germs.
And it kills germs. So all I'm going to do
It's science.
is,
guys.
and then, I'll get all, rice and bread and that bullshit.
No. You just get only booze, and then guess who's got the biggest bartering chip of all when shit goes south? Like, oh, you want to get fucked up? Guess what? Here you go.
Oh, and you want to attack me? I've got all this booze, Molotov cocktails.
Yeah. Backfired there, huh?
Yeah.
Thought you were going to rob the
But
booze
also,
guy. Guess
like-
who just got blown up? You did.
Plus, I'm not going to go to the doctor if I do get sick.
You just pour
because
booze
look,
on it.
look, I'm really sick around a bunch of other really sick
Yeah,
people. That's
great
not going to
idea.
help me.
Okay, doc.
No, I'll just mix some Theraflu into my whiskey.
That's a foolproof plan.
How has nobody thought of that? I
Tales all
guarantee.
the
I bet
time.
you that is the cure for coronavirus.
That's how people aren't getting sick over there.
Wild Turkey 101.
Uh-huh.
You got to have the extra strength for this because you can't be
Right,
fucking
right.
around with real sicknesses.
The kind that, Matthew McConaughey would
Yeah,
drink.
and Theraflu.
Exactly.
Strong whiskey.
guys,
or
it's not that hard, guys.
Or you guys can even go with fighting cock. That's 103 proof.
Okay.
And anything high proof.
Everclear.
It's got to be whiskey,
Just
though. No, you don't
Everclear.
fuck with Everclear.
Why not? Everclear's jet fuel, so it's like
No,
even
because you
better.
still got to be safe while you're drinking. You don't want to. You don't want to get shit faced
No, you
over
just
the
get a
top.
little sip, just a
you
baby sip.
You just get drunk enough to where you can't feel the sickness.
But
You
if
don't
you
want to
have
get
that
so
much
drunk
Everclear,
that
it
you
lasts
can't
longer.
feel your ears.
Oh no, I want that. That's what I want.
We're
That's
not
what
making trash.
I wanna be able
Actually, that's
to-
not a bad idea. Trash can punch and then just also dump some Theraflu in there.
I always just attribute Everclear to the time that it was a Sadie Hawkins dance in high school, and I worked at this pizza place and got an older guy to buy us Everclear at the liquor store down the way. And then we were like, yeah, cool, we'll just get 2 things of Everclear. And we made trash can punch and just bought those blue Gatorade jugs and just poured all the Gatorade. And then we put like 5 of the Gatorade things and then just a half or 3/4 of a thing of Everclear. Like the big thing.
Oh,
of
I thought you were
Everclear.
going to say you dumped both bottles.
Oh, no. We made another punch later, but I just remember throwing up and like being fine, and then it just hit me and I threw up and then somehow fell on my phone and called my dad, which was bad, and that did not go over well in the Middleton household. But that's another story for another time.
Yeah. But that's where I've been.
Yeah.
Just prepping
For doomsday.
and
Doomsday prepping.
mentally prepping and doing nothing.
There you go. All right. So I have been I just kind of laid low most of the weekend. I went out on Friday. I don't think I really did anything. Friday I just hung out, watched the movie Orange County again. It was the first time in a while I had seen that. And it's got Tom Hanks' son in it, Colin Hanks, I think.
Yep.
And it's got Jack Black, but it was an oldie, but a goodie. And then Saturday, watched both XFL games on Saturday. Went out to bet the ponies. That was pretty fun. I got to see my buddy Ty. He was in from Arlington, and he came out there. Ty's been on an episode of Pass the Gravy before when we interviewed the Royal Teeth back in our beginning days. Ty was on Pass the Gravy, but so it was good to see him. And then I did not win money at the ponies. I lost like $40-50, but
That's not bad.
it was okay.
Hey, you paid $40-50 for a night of entertainment
Exactly.
plus drinks.
Plus drinks, and it wasn't 50-cent beer night. It was still cool. Ponies are always fun, dude. I'm a big horse track guy now, man.
Next time it's 50-cent beer night, I need to go.
Yeah, dude. We'll go on a Friday. It'll be dope.
I'll blow a little money on
Also,
some ponies.
not to spoil anything, but I think myself and my coworker Tessa may be racing camels. We've tried to see if we could do a camel sidecar where it's just a baby camel attached to the other camel, but they won't let us do that. They won't let us ride tandem camels where one of us is in the front and the back. So I think we're just going to each ride camels.
You
So-
are the size of a jockey, so that works.
And people forget I am the defending camel racing champ. So
I
I
think
got to
I
go
could
back
beat
for
you.
my title. I don't think so.
I think my weight would motivate the camel to go
to
harder.
just collapse or sit down and just
No.
be done. I think I would smoke you.
I've got more power in the legs to get them to go.
No, bro. I wear Spurs. That's what it is.
I don't even need Spurs.
I really wear Heelys. And
I'll
then I
just reach
kick 'em.
underneath and tickle his balls and make get going.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You think they'd like that? Oh no, they won't.
I'm gonna get my camel to spit in your camel's eyes.
Yeah, right. I'm wearing goggles.
In your camel's eyes, not in your
so
eyes.
is he. I put goggles on my camel, bro. Blinders, bro. He's just looking forward, man. He's just looking forward. But went to the races Saturday night, then left a little bit early so we could go watch the Fury Wilder fight. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Then, like you, been watching some hockey. Just betting on a bunch of hockey. The Red Wings are officially eliminated from playoff contention. Not great, but
Earliest the team has been eliminated since 1996.
yeah, minor setback for a major comeback. So just give me 2 years, and they'll be right back in that. They'll be right back in it. Steve Yzerman is building himself a squad. Did have Monday off. That was pretty nice. We had switched President's Day off to this week's Monday because Rod was out in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, so that was a nice little bonus Monday. I didn't really do too much there, so that's pretty much where I have been, just watching sports and going
depressed.
to horse races and
being depressed.
And then being depressed. But the XFL's been pretty awesome. My Roughnecks, part owner of the Roughnecks, they're unbeaten, best team in the XFL. There's only one team that's undefeated, happens to be the Roughnecks. So looking pretty good. I'm going on a roadie to Dallas on Sunday. I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, we all know how much I hate Dallas, so I'm gonna get to go share that with the world, and hopefully we'll beat the shit out of Dallas, and then we'll.
You better get at least a public urination ticket.
Oh, I mean,
Just
I plan
piss
on
on that
something.
city.
I plan on. I'm not gonna say what it is.
Well,
I don't want
technically,
them
you're going to
know.
be in Arlington.
Which is just a toilet anyways.
Because once again, they get another sports franchise and once again can't even put it in Dallas because they're that fucking stupid.
It's basically just a big toilet regardless. So I'll just piss all over the place and nobody will know. They're like, oh, no, you're allowed to do that here. This is fine.
No, you make sure you get back into Dallas before you pee. You show respect
Oh,
for
shit in
Arlington.
Dallas.
There you go. Just poop right on the sidewalk.
All right, so that was where you been. All right, that's an action-packed weekend, I guess we all had, or end of week. All right, let's get into Comeback Kid of the Week, where we shoehorn whatever we want to from the past week into a topic that we can discuss.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the Week. The Comeback Kid of the Week. Bitch.
All right, our first comeback kid is foreheads and ashes.
Yeah.
Ashes to ashes.
Ash Wednesday.
Dust to dusk. And then also, you're Catholic, right?
Yeah.
What does it take to become a priest? Like, I feel like they're having drive-through ashes. You can just go up and they're like, yo, gotcha. Like, can anybody be a priest today? If I just stood out with ash, I could.
You don't have to be a priest to do that.
Do you? Oh, you don't?
It's
They had the collar. The guy had the collar, and he did not look like a priest, though.
I mean, Rickety Cricket didn't really look like a priest
That's
either,
true.
but he was.
What if I wore a San Diego Padres jersey, which is basically like father, which was their priest, right? Like then, I would just wear a Padres jersey and like I got you guys, just come on. So really, if I just stood out there with ash, I could just literally just do that.
Yeah, you don't have to be a priest. You
I could just draw dicks on people's foreheads.
Well, that would be against the spirit, but yeah, I mean, you could.
The spirit of big dick energy.
From the Church of BDE.
The Church of BDE, obviously. That's my kind of
The
church.
Church of Latter Dick Saints.
Latter Dick Saint.
Somebody's like, all right, that's what crossed the
I
line.
am out.
I've been on board for all the bullshit you guys have said, but
WWJD segment
Latter
was
Dick
a lot,
Saints.
but that was the last straw, guys. So yeah, it's just like.
So if you guys were walking around Wednesday and didn't realize why there was ash, or like it looked like people's foreheads were dirty, it's because it's Ash
Do
Wednesday.
you do it ever where you're just like, hey, you got
I don't do it.
You got something on your forehead. It's just I think
No,
you got-
I remember like
you got a little smudge.
I think it was like
I
two
I
years
know
ago
I
or
do.
something. I was delivering lunches to the high school, and I was really confused because like I wasn't paying attention, and I was like, what is all over these people's fucking heads today? What the fuck? And my brother goes, it's Ash Wednesday, and I was like, I'm a bad Catholic.
Oh, so can I go catch Pokemon?
I was
Ash
like,
Ketchum
I was
Wednesday?
like, oh, so Lent started yesterday?
Does that mean no? Lent starts today,
Or
right?
today, yeah.
Did you give up anything?
Bad Catholic.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't given up anything in fucking years.
So also like what I think is a little problematic about Ash Wednesday nowadays is blackface is a real big issue. That people,
It's not okay. That's not blackface.
people are getting upset about it, but black forehead is as close to blackface as you can really get.
Ash is most of the time gray.
Is it always though?
Not always, but that's not blackface.
It's close. It's. I mean,
you're making the mark of the cross on your forehead. Nobody's mistaking that for blackface. Quit trying to create problems where they're not, Alex.
I'm just saying, stay woke, guys, because somebody's gonna be upset about this.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it's definitely coming.
Somebody's gonna be upset about this. So just like that's our job is we have to.
Catholicism just blackface?
Pat, that's what we do here on this podcast. We get upset before everybody else gets upset. So
I think
then
that was
we're
actually
we
a Future
started
News.
it. Yeah, Future News. People are very pissed.
Alyssa
that
Milano
every
is very
Catholic
angry.
Ever. Yeah, so like, but it's just somebody that like has their head up their ass, like, oh my God, look at all of these white supremacists walking around mocking
I'm
people.
falling
with their
behind on my
blackface.
woke points. What can I come up with?
Yeah, like if we wrote up like a bullshit article like talking about how offended we were, and we sent it to some like if you sent it to the Houston Chronicle and like the editorials, I bet you they'd like run.
I don't think they would, but if
they
we
might,
sent it
they're
to
pretty liberal. Not that
No,
there's
I
anything wrong
think-
with being liberal, but like
I-
I'm talking like ultra, just like
I think
like,
you'd
where
have
it's
to
not even
get
reasonable.
to like I don't even know if a main newspaper like maybe like San Francisco you could get, but I think you'd have to do one of the like maybe Huffington Post or
Oh, you could definitely get on HuffPost.
MSNBC would run with that, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's I mean, am I gonna take the time to do it? Probably not. But like, it would be funny to see if I could. And can you believe all of these racists blatantly coming out the day after the Democratic debate, showing their white nationalism with blackface? Of all days, the day after the Democratic debate,
Where
right
no
before
black people
Super
were
Tuesday.
involved.
Right before Super Tuesday. I didn't see one black candidate up there besides Joe Biden.
I don't know. Has Elizabeth Warren tried to claim another race yet?
I think she's still Cherokee. I believe, according to her. But yeah, so Foreheads and Ashes are our comeback kids this week. And then Giving Up is also a comeback kid. And I'm not just talking about life. I mean, I've given up on that years ago.
Oh,
but giving up things for Lent is like,
See, the funny thing is, I read this as giving up on Lent. So like by tomorrow, most people will be giving up on what they gave up for Lent.
Yeah, so
Most people don't make it 24 hours.
Right. I mean, I tried to give up meat one time in college like an idiot, and then did not work out at all. So went back on that one. But I gave up sodas one time when I was younger. But like, I'm not Catholic, so like I just kind of did it to see if I could.
I used to give up Cheetos
You don't eat Cheetos.
because, well, I mean, I don't now, but I didn't
You
really
have
then.
skateboarding. And
I
you
would
have skateboard.
I would eat Cheetos sometimes. So I gave it up because I was like, this will be easy.
I'll give up peanuts.
And my mom was like, that's like not the point of Lent. You're supposed to give up something that you like. And I was like, I like Cheetos.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm not gonna give up something I want to do.
Every so often, I'm going to pass by Cheetos and be like, oh, those would be good. Can't
But
do it.
I can't. You know who? Man upstairs.
Guess I'm getting Doritos.
You get Cheeto Puffs.
Shit, that would have been a good workaround.
No, I didn't say Cheeto Puffs. I just said Cheetos. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
meant
talking
the
about,
crunchy.
Chester. Chester gets it. And then also the Crying Jordan meme is back. Mm-hmm. I guess it's kind of sad, but like, okay, so like first off,
It's sad but funny.
Kobe Bryant had another thing for him because they already like didn't they already have that game where they took 4 hours before the Lakers game to like everybody went on forever,
The memorial or whatever.
But they already had a memorial, I thought.
This might have just been like a remembrance or something.
So they
Or-
had a thing
or
at
tribute
at
or whatever you
Staples
wanna call
Center.
it. So
Yeah,
be it.
it was really like touching and everything like that. I'm not trying to be insensitive. It sounds like I am though. But like Shaq got up there and talked about how he and Kobe like they had their riffs, but they respected each other the whole time. He was like, I told Kobe, there's no I in fucking team, and he's like, yeah, but there's a fucking me.
No, he goes, there's an ME in that
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah, yeah. And so
And
like,
Shaq goes, and that's when he earned my respect.
so there was that was a cool bit of it. Like his wife talked about him, and that was
I don't even want to listen to that. 'cause I don't want to cry.
I couldn't make it through the whole thing. And then Michael Jordan talked about him, and it started tearing up. He was like, and I told my wife I didn't want to do this because if I started crying at this, then that damn meme is gonna come after me again, or I'm never gonna be able to outlive that meme or something like that. And I was like, yep, you're right.
Yep, the
and
guy joined me. He goes, say like next 2 or 3 months, it's just gonna be me
yep,
crying.
so Crying Jordan memes are
But he said
back.
it. Supposedly
in
he said it in
full
a way
force.
where it was like,
It was a tribute
Kobe
to
beat
Kobe.
me again.
He got me again, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it was. I mean, I didn't watch all of it. I respect Kobe Bryant. He was just never like as big a deal to me as he was to everybody else. To like a lot of
I always
other people.
respected his
I'm
game,
not-
but I always hated him because he was the Lakers.
it's like Derek Jeter to you,
Yeah,
where
I
you're
think- and
like
we've
fuck
said this
Derek
before.
Jeter, but like I respect the fuck out of that guy. And it's like, yeah, I hated Kobe because he played the Rockets and he beat the shit out of the Rockets a lot of times, but like, god damn it, like yeah, he was awesome. He was awesome. He's one of the
He
best
was
of all
Kobe,
time.
man.
So because of that, the Crying Jordan meme is back. Mm-hmm. And then what'd you put here, Pat?
I put Yankees excuses because get
From
ready.
who? Not me.
Get ready from
I
now.
don't have any speeches.
I'm just
or
saying,
any excuses.
If
I make no excuses.
if the Yankees don't win the World Series,
I make none.
get ready for the excuses now because Luis Severino, who was supposed to be their number 2 starter, only behind Cole, he was their number 1 all last year. Tommy John
he missed
surgery.
a lot last year. He did
Tommy
miss a lot
John
last
surgery.
year.
He's out for the year.
Missed-
But I'm
I
just
would
saying,
say
but
the
he was
majority of
supposed to
last
be
year.
their number 1 or their number 2
Number
behind
2.
Cole.
So now
So I'm just saying,
Cole,
get ready from now,
Tanaka,
guys.
Happ.
Or if they have a tough stretch, they don't start out well. Just ready for it. All Yankees fans,
Not me.
say except
Not-
for you.
Not me.
But everyone's
Some
going to
Yankees,
point
some
to,
people.
well, we didn't have Severino. We didn't have
I'm
him.
also the Yankees fan that is sick and tired of the fucking Astros sign stealing thing, in which they would just chill the fuck out.
I'm actually starting to steer back into it.
You want people to talk about it more?
I'm ready. I want them to. Because it's just, Bregman is fueled by people's hatred and just like Bregman just plays with that chip on his shoulder. So if you give him an actual chip to play off of,
Like, what if they chipped his shoulder?
Bregman's gonna win. Bregman's gonna win the
balls?
MVP this year. I'm actually gonna put a big bet on Bregman to win MVP
Dude,
this
all
year.
right, let's bet it now. You want to bet it?
Yeah.
I'll bet that he doesn't. Give me the field. You get Bregman.
I mean, what are my odds on this then?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure the odds will come out and we'll bet it with each other.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying, get ready for the Yankees' excuses because
No,
they're gonna
dude.
bitch.
Like, people forget the Yankees were banged up almost all of last year and went to the ALCS and were okay. So I think they'll be okay. Severino's a big loss, but the Yankees didn't have Severino for a large part of last season too because he had the injury as well. So, like, is this a big hit? Yeah.
But their missing piece, I guess, was Cole. Now that they have Cole, if they don't win, well, the missing piece was Severino.
Shut up. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. I already said they got to win or I'm going to be upset. I'm not giving them excuses. I don't care. One pitcher being down. Like, you can make moves. I don't fucking care who you got to go get. Go get somebody.
Oh, they'll
right now.
get somebody.
Go get
Yeah.
somebody. And it'll be fine, I think.
That's fine, though, because McCullers is just going to throw 27
No, he's not.
straight
No, he's
curveballs to
not.
us again.
He's not going to, okay? All right, let's get into the mock draft time.
Woo!
Mock draft season, week 2 of mock draft
Go time!
season. So, I won last week. I won last week. A mock draft of cakes. Guys, you did it. You made me proud. You made your boy proud because I said last week, I was like, guys, I'm going to be very upset if I don't just run away with this because my list was a billion times better than both of yours. And I think you guys all knew it and you just wanted to lie about it, but my list was 1,000,000% better than yours. I, with my mock draft of cakes, I received 69% of the vote. Nice. Which, I mean, if you ever get to 69%, just like that should end it right there, honestly. But 69% of the vote went to me. Pat was in second with 18, and Robert had 13% of the vote, which means this week's draft order is going to go Robert, Pat, myself. It is mock draft season.
We should keep points total. 3 points for first, or like 2 points for first, 1 point for second, 0 points for third, and see who is the overall winner this year.
You want to?
I think we should.
All right, hold on.
It just popped in my head. So you're up 2-1 nothing. Robert has 0. I'm an adult.
Yeah, you are, and you're acting like a goddamn child. All right, so Pat's gonna go.
No,
Robert's gonna go first, then Pat, then me. But like we said earlier, Danielle Weston submitted this. If you got any mock draft suggestions, hit us up at PassWayPod. Be like, hey, what about a mock draft of insert whatever it is, and then that's like literally we were trying to come up with some that were topical. We couldn't think of any, and I was like, well, let's go to the Twitter, and we checked. Danielle was like, yo, I got one. Mock draft of soups. Appropriate. It's kind of chilly outside, so why not go
it's
soup?
good soup weather right now.
Soup season as well as mock draft season. So why don't we hop right into this with the mock draft of soups brought to you by Bees Knees Honey Company, Ladlettes. You guys going to play the fucking music at all or what? We're just going to... Okay, there we go. All right, our mock draft of soups. Robert, what you got, buddy?
I have to go chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle.
You have to go.
Yeah. I mean, was that the first one you wrote down too, Alex?
I think that's what I expected that to be gone by the time it got to me at 3. You were going to take that if he didn't, I feel like, Pat.
Yeah,
It's-
I was actually kind of hoping he would, so I didn't have to. So it just frees the
Pressure's
spirit
off.
a little
Yeah,
bit. Yeah.
pressure's off. But yeah, chicken noodle soup off the board immediately.
All right, I am going to go with wonton soup, man.
Wonton at 1?
At 1,
At
man.
1?
At 1, baby.
That's insane.
Dude, I mean, I grew up on wonton, man.
I'm
all
a
about
big
that Chinese
wonton
food.
guy. Big wonton guy. I had wonton soup on Friday night. But number 1 in the
Yep.
first round, that's
Oh,
crazy talk.
You're underestimating the
talk.
power of wonton soup.
Okay, now this is going to really establish what we can play in this game. But gumbo. That counts as a soup.
It was on mine.
Okay, all right.
I
I just wanted to say because there's a couple of them that are like, I don't know, is that
Gumbo,
gumbo's
I
a
think
soup.
counts as a soup.
All right.
Yes. It was on my list.
If you
too.
can eat it in like a bowl and it's soupy, we're like
Not
we can
necessarily,
we can
but I think
veto
gumbo,
these. But okay,
yeah.
gumbo. I'm gonna take gumbo
Gumbo,
first.
I like. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I could sneak that one into 2.
Yeah, not gonna happen because you wasted it on wonton. All right, Robert, back to you. Round 2.
I'm gonna go with broccoli cheddar soup.
Fuck.
Yeah, yep, that was on mine too.
Dude, like specifically Panera's broccoli cheddar soup is like that's what Jesus eats for lunch. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
It's phenomenal. Broccoli cheddar soup off the board. Very good pick, Bobby Jokes.
All right, number 2, clam chowder, baby. Clam chowder, all good. By the way, did you know yesterday, National Clam Chowder Day?
I did know that actually.
Yeah.
Clam.
And I was very pissed because that was not my cheat day yesterday, but we made some for the restaurant. And then today we ran out
Clam
before I could get it.
chowder. All right. This is another one that I feel like should be a soup and should play chili.
No.
You don't think?
No.
No, chili's
No,
not a
Chili doesn't play?
Chili's not a soup.
Chili's
Chili
not.
is chili.
I think chili's a soup.
No, chili
I
is
think
not a
chili's a soup.
soup.
I'm gonna go chicken and dumplings then. Chicken and
That's
and
not a
dumplings. It's a
soup, that's a
broth. It's like
meal.
in a big whole broth.
Chicken and dumplings is a meal, not a soup. Robert, you're going to be deciding on, like, that's what my buddy specifically asked me yesterday. What about chicken and dumplings? And I said, no, that's not a fucking soup.
Not a soup.
Fuck you guys.
Soup.
Yeah,
All right,
that's a
See,
meal.
they're trying to fuck me over now.
Also, because a lot of the time, chicken and dumplings is not served like that.
Yeah, but a lot of times it is, and specifically the way I eat it, it is.
No.
I'm gonna
just
go
full
with tortilla soup. I'm gonna go tortilla soup on
Soup's
this
a good
one.
soup.
That was on my
It's a
list.
good soup.
But like, realize, guys, I got fucked. I got fucked out of 2 picks right there.
No, because you tried to pull some bullshit.
All right, I think if gumbo's allowed, the other 2 should definitely be
No.
allowed.
I don't think so. My next one, I'm gonna go ramen.
Ramen?
Ooh, ramen's
Okay.
a good one.
I had it lower down on my list. Pat, what about you?
I'm actually a little surprised this lasted this long. French onion soup.
Fuck, that was gonna be mine.
French onion is phenomenal. Not gonna lie,
I don't
I think I
respect-
told you about this when I went up north. My dad made a French onion. Oh my fucking
I
god!
don't respect the French that much, so questionable. Then I am gonna go. God damn it! So many choices I have, but like I feel like tomato soup, but like I'm gonna go tomato soup. Just
Yeah, it's
burn
classic.
tomato soup. It's shit. It's tomato soup's
No,
shit.
it's
a basic soup. It's
if
a
you-
basic bitch soup.
Yeah, no, it's good though. See,
You gotta put
this
cheese
this
in it
what
to make
might-
it good.
This what might hurt you is that everyone thinks it has to go with grilled
Yeah,
cheese.
well,
and
my
it's
other
not
2
salad.
guys
I
got
do
fucked,
enjoy it.
so
You should have went tomato bisque. That's where you fucked up.
no, that's dumb. Bisque isn't a soup. It's
Yeah,
a
it is.
bisque.
Last week, I got in trouble by Chris, former host of the podcast, for not playing to my base because I missed out on Tres Leches cake.
Uh-huh.
So this week, I'm going to go with menudo.
Menudo,
Oh,
which is cow stomach, right?
Something like that.
I thought you were gonna go with caldo.
Menudo,
Menudo.
I had all
is
that, but I'm
Robert's
not going
final pick.
All right. Fuck, I'm going with lobster bisque, baby.
Lobster bisque. I mean, it's not a soup; it's a bisque.
I mean, Robert, if you are you really arguing this with me and making Robert be the final fucking tally?
He'll allow it. I know you guys are just stacking everything against me. Chicken and dumplings and chili would have fucking murdered you guys already, and you
Because
know,
they're not
you
fucking
know.
soups.
You make it's just very chili's very soup-like. You have to eat in a bowl.
Hey, do you want some chili soup? If you
Chili
ever-
is a soup.
If you ever said, "Do you want chili soup?" to somebody, they would immediately go, "What the fuck is chili soup?"
Lobster bisque soup. Does anybody ever say that?
It's lobster bisque. Bisque
Oh,
is
really?
a
Is,
soup.
is it? I don't know. It seems like it's a bisque to me. Fucking nickel and diamond me, motherfuckers. I'm gonna go baked potato soup is the final one, just because that's not what I should have. I should have 2 other great ones, but
I actually had just potato soup in mine, not baked potato, but you know, same concept.
baked potato soup. So fuck. All right. Well, this is an asterisk.
And it's
Mock
not at
draft,
all.
because
You
I
tried
feel like
to
I
pull.
should have had
Okay,
2
first
that
of all,
were
before
allowed.
we even started, I walked into the apartment today and I said, "By the way, guys, we're not allowing fucking Superman. Like, we're not playing these punny
Well, I didn't go
bullshit."
Superman.
Yeah, and
I
so
didn't do anything.
So
pun
I
related.
established early on that we're going to take this bullshit, and you tried to bring in some bullshit.
So Robert and his mock draft of soups has chicken noodle, broccoli cheddar, ramen, and menudo. Pat, who says inappropriate things in the podcast, has wonton soup, clam chowder, French onion, and lobster soup.
Lobster bisque.
Lobster soup.
Call it what it is. It's
Lobster
lobster bisque.
soup.
No, because if you say lobster soup, nobody knows what that is.
Gumbo is mine. I have tortilla soup, tomato soup, and baked potato soup. But remember, guys, that I had chicken noodle. Or not chicken. I had chicken and dumplings. It was thrown out, and chili, which was also
those
vetoed.
two are not
But
soups.
if you guys want to call for a recall, riot on the Twitter. Riot on the
You're
Twitter.
so
Let me
full of
know
shit.
that I am right and they are all wrong at Pastor Podcast. That's all you got to do. So I think that I still won regardless, just because wonton is trash and menudo is gross.
Oh, did you just say wonton is trash?
As a first pick, yes. Wonton is a good soup, not for a first.
Wonton is an elite soup.
Wonton, it's broth. It's broth and two things you threw in it, and then some like chives.
Wonton is elite soup.
It's not a first rounder.
Oh, yes,
Wonton
it
would have
is.
fallen to the fourth round, bro.
I feel like you don't know enough people that used to eat a lot of Chinese food growing up.
I eat a lot of
and
Chinese
I know.
food. I still eat a lot of Chinese food.
Well, speaking of which, let's get to our honorable mentions.
Honorable mention.
Obviously, I had hot and sour and egg drop on there. Egg drop, a personal favorite of mine. I didn't put on there because I feel like not enough people like it growing up.
Miso soup.
But yeah, miso soup is a fucking great one. Like I said to Robert earlier, caldo.
Pho. Pho, whatever it's called.
Minestrone. Oh, God, man, you should have used pho.
No, because I don't eat it, so I can't. That would be me being fraudulent.
But people would have.
Alphabet.
Yeah, minestrone.
I was close to taking
great.
alphabet, but I did
minestrone.
not. Gazpacho.
Yeah, gazpacho's bullshit.
I don't really like it.
Soup,
I was
soup
writing
should
down.
not be cold.
I was writing down lentil soup.
Oh, fuck, matzo ball. But nobody
Yeah.
eats that, so
Yeah,
you know,
so that was pretty much it though that I had.
Robert, did you have any honorable mentions we didn't get to there?
I mean, chili and chicken and dumplings probably.
What, like cream of mushroom?
Cream of mushroom.
Yeah,
but that's more something that, like you cook with.
Yeah,
As opposed to
that's
like,
an ingredient and not just a soup.
bean and bacon. It's kind of good. Beef stew.
I had bowling for soup, but
Bowling for soup. That would actually play. I would have allowed that.
I would
would've allowed
have.
bowling
That's
for
what I
soup.
was waiting for one of these from Robert, but
That's
because
a real
that was
soup.
actual soup. I was just saying not Superman because that's just the sound.
not chili
the
or
actual,
chicken and dumplings,
Had
but-
SOUP. I'm
Whatever.
actually surprised you didn't go bowling
German
for
soup, Metallica.
I don't know that.
I don't know that either.
I don't know it either.
Was
I
that
just
a
looked it
song?
up.
Just
Apparently, yeah.
Well,
German soup.
Who could
by
forget?
Metallica.
Who could forget? Apparently everyone.
The Soup, the old show with Joel McHale.
Okay.
That was a good show. That was
Yeah.
a good show.
Okay, let's get into our not cools.
Yeah, one day.
If you have a not cool that you'd like to submit, hit us up on Twitter at Pass the Great Pod using the hashtag PTG not cool. We can read those if it's something like it's just anything that happens to you throughout the week that might make you say, "Hey, that's not cool." It can be terrible. It can just be you bumped your head on the bed at night or whatever it is, and you got a little bump on your head. I don't know what it is, but hit us up at Pass the Great Pod using the hashtag PTG not cool, and we'll read those for you on the podcast, just like we're about to.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
I guess I'll go first. So, and this one kind of really sucked more for the restaurant, but also annoyed me. Yesterday, the app that we use to, take
For those of you
orders-
that don't know what apps are on your phone, it's
Fuck
really
you.
it's short for application.
So I guess I should say for new listeners, I work at a restaurant. My main duties there is we deliver high school lunches to
You said
rich kids, and at one specific high school. And the app went down yesterday from about I'd say 6:10 in the morning to 10 o'clock. So basically, where we get most of our fucking orders in that time frame, and it went down. So that cost us about I'd say $350 yesterday, just in high school lunches, which is a side business that it's easy to make money off.
Yeah.
That sucked because it kind of just hurt the whole day. People are still racking up hours that are there,
Right.
and the extra income isn't coming in. So that was kind of a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, I can see
And there's
that,
nothing
for
that we
sure.
get from it. We can't be like, oh, your app was down, you cost us this much money. They'll be like, cool. We're not giving you anything because this has happened before, and we don't get shit from them. But
Really? They can just be like, fuck you.
oh, I mean, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, we had a glitch in our system. That's not really our fault.
No, I guess that makes sense, yeah.
But it sucks. That and then so I got home from work yesterday, or in the afternoon, and I had to go back in that night. But I wanted to, I had some clothes to do, so I went and washed my pants and everything. I'm getting ready. I take my nap. I get ready to go back into work. I'm looking around like, where the fuck is my wallet? Yep, washed my wallet.
Ooh, would you lose?
Nothing. I used to have a bunch of, and this is not the first time I've done this. This will not be the last time I've done this. I used to carry a bunch of just random business cards in there. I don't anymore.
I do that too. I had to clear them out the other day, and I was like,
I
why
cleared
do
them
I have
out
97
probably
business cards?
Probably like 6 months ago. I got rid of all of them. And so I didn't lose anything. Because all I have is, some cards in there, and then I had a little cash. But I don't know if you guys know this, cash can very easily go through the washing machine. Oh, this did make me laugh today, though, after that. So my wallet, I guess, was still inside a little damp. So today, before I came over, I had to go run over to Sam's Club and buy some shit for the restaurant. And when I do that, I just put the receipt right in the wallet next to the card.
Oh, fuck.
So I do that, and I come back, and it's not wet inside. It's a little damp, and it's a leather wallet.
But just enough.
So I come back, and I hand the receipt to the woman. She's like, "Why is it wet?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I washed my wallet." I'm an idiot.
She's like, you have a sweaty ass.
She
She
was-
didn't believe you at all.
Actually, I'm one of the people, I don't wear my wallet in my back pocket. I go side pocket.
It's good for your posture.
But also,
A lot of times, like at my office, I which sucks because I have to scan into my my actual office to get in, like just to get into my like room that I'm in. But I have to scan that. But I always will take my wallet out and then I'll just set it on the table in front of me. But there've been so many times where I walk out and I forget, and it's like, damn it. And one time I was there on the weekend and nobody else was there that could buzz me in, and I had my phone in my wallet right there. I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god. I can't.
You do?
I went to every single person that was working over the weekend. I was like, hey, can you just try your card on here? And there's one random dude that was like, yeah, mine works in weird spots, so maybe it'll do yours. Because sometimes when I first started working at the station, they just I had for some reason I had access to everywhere on the first 6 floors. I could go anywhere. And it was I definitely shouldn't be able to get into this room. But I was a part-time employee. It made no sense that I had that. And then they fixed it. And so I guess that guy had the same situation. He was like, I don't know, it works in weird rooms. Let me try. And it was bleep, opened up. And I was like, cool, tight. Thank you so much. But I was really freaking out because I can't call anybody. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just go without my phone and my wallet, hope nobody else buzzes in there. But I was okay. It ended up being all right. But I always set mine on the table because I hate sitting on your wallet. My chiropractor's that's the worst thing you can do for your posture, especially if you're driving long distances and you have your wallet in your back pocket. I always set that thing in the little center console.
Well, my thinking was always, when I first started carrying a wallet and stuff, as 12, 13, whenever you start carrying a wallet.
We usually had a chain on it, so I could
It
tell
was
if we were trying to
always,
steal it.
my thinking was always, it's going to be way harder to pickpocket my side pocket than my back one.
Mm-hmm.
Back one, you might be able to get in there because it's a much shallower pocket, too.
Right.
The side pocket is much deeper. I don't care how good your sleight of hand is. You're not going to reach deep into my fucking thigh next to my ball sack and me not feel it.
No, that's a good point. You should carry a decoy wallet and just be like, ha, gotcha. Listen to Pass Gary podcast on it. And then they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, this thief. I was
Gotcha, bitch.
Remember, I caught a guy trying to pickpocket me last year? That was nuts. And I didn't I didn't freak out.
Either that or he was just trying to get at your booty.
I don't think he was, because he would have gone in the pants, right? You wouldn't have just gone back pocket.
No, maybe he just wanted to touch it but not violate you.
I felt violated and attempted robbery as well.
true.
So that's your not cool.
Yeah, those are my not cool.
I got a quick one. I turned 31 over the weekend, and last year, as you remember, when I turned 30, I went out that
I didn't
night.
realize. What?
Yeah, 31.
Were you held back at some point?
No, I'm just older. I was never held back.
Did you start school late?
I think I did.
It must have been because I'm still 29.
Yeah, you were super young for our class, weren't you?
That's true. I was 1 month away from being a year behind.
And I was so I was always like right at the cusp.
Oh,
of it.
see, yeah, okay.
So I don't think I started that.
God, you old fuck.
No, so I turned 31 over the weekend, and 30 when I turned 30, went out that night for with some friends,
Oh,
and
yeah, I
my friend's hat stabbed me in the eye. Not intentionally, but I had to go to an ER or a emergency clinic. I had to get these drops for my eyes that were dilated for the whole week. I did a whole podcast Rage fucking Charles wearing those wearing 2 sets of sunglasses.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm in the morning show studio. Has these big bright lights that I had to wear glasses for a whole week, looking like a fucking idiot. And
you usually look like a
so
fucking
that was
idiot.
literally the day I turned 30. That happened, and I was like, "Fuck, getting old sucks." Because everyone's like, when you turn 30, your body just falls apart. Get ready for that. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So my eye fucking screwed up right then. Got stabbed in the eye. That sucked. And then I was I fell asleep on the couch and was like, oh, okay, I just got up. And I got up. My brother was showing up, and I was just kind of I think it was Friday, and my brother came over, and he's like, hey, will you come let me in the garage? I was like, all right, I got you. So I woke up from a nap, got up, and just took one step on my ankle and just twisted the fuck out of it. What the fuck? I've been walking my whole life. But like
Most of it.
majority, more. I've been walking more than I have in
Over
my
90%
life, you know?
of your life.
The majority of my life, I've been able to walk. So I take one step, and it was just like the worst plant I guess I could have ever done on my left ankle, and just was like, god damn it, what happened? And like my ankle was just sore for like 3 days. I was like, this is what my body is just falling apart. So getting older sucks.
Oh.
Just because it's like, that's like within 24 hours of turning like a year older, it's like, fuck you. I'm falling apart on you. So like, God forbid, like what happens next? I don't know what's up. Is it my knees? I hope not. Like my back's already starting to get fucked. Like if I fall asleep on the couch now, I'm like, oh, cool. My back's just messed up for like a day. That's fun. My neck's all fucked up now. Like, I don't know. I don't
It's
like getting
always fun
older.
too when you're just like randomly halfway through the day, all of a sudden you're like, oh, why does like you've been walking for like, I don't know, 30 seconds, and like 20 seconds into it, you're like, oh, my hip.
Yeah.
Why does my hip feel weird? Or like, oh, my knee.
Why is my knee kind of
that's-
twinging right now? Like, this is weird.
That's weird.
Why-
Or like you don't even
my
twist it, but
neck
all of a sudden
now.
your ankle just hurts, and you're like, what? Why?
Well, like you sleep in a bed, and then you wake up, you're like, why is like the right top part of my back sore? Like
I hope we have
slept-
an 18-year-old viewer or listener right now who's just like, the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you'll know.
Oh, you'll
we all
figure
used to
it
make
out.
fun of people
We
who
thought
are like
that's never
30,
gonna
like,
happen
oh,
to
you're
me.
fucking old as shit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, just you wait.
You thought it was never gonna happen to you. Well, it happens. All right, buddy.
I don't care how good a shape.
Strap
you're
in and
there's
get
people that
ready.
are in way better shape than me.
'Cause
I'm
not in
fat
great
as
shape,
shit.
but
And there's people that still have to deal with this bullshit.
this is what you have to look forward to, Robert. This is what you have to look forward to, man. It's all gonna start falling apart on you, buddy.
Yeah, Robert's gonna wake up with a bad back one day, and he can't even cuss to complain about it.
Robert's already got bad knees. You got bony knees though, right? That's what because you got to sleep with that knee pillow, right?
Yeah, but that's mostly for my back.
That's mostly okay for your
Yeah.
back, but still you got a bad back already.
back,
See,
yeah.
it's going out. It's going out on you.
Oh, then what is your not cool? Is it your
Yeah,
bad
what's yours,
back? What's
buddy?
up?
Yeah, I guess speaking of pain, might not cool, like breaking in new shoes.
Oh,
Because then, your feet are hurting for like the first couple of days.
just
wearing
like tennis shoes, like regular tennis shoes.
them. Tennis shoes and like other like dress shoes kind of thing.
Dude,
too.
dress shoes suck. Boots
Mhm.
suck.
Mhm.
I don't have like cowboy boots. I don't own a pair of those, but like I have like other like I don't know what they're called. They're just like they're black boots, and I have brown boots too. But like they're a bitch to break in, and I have a pair of black and a pair of brown ones, and I've worn the brown ones because it sucked to break them in. It took like 2 weeks before like it didn't like feel uncomfortable wearing them, and the black ones I still have not worn yet because I'm like I don't want to go through that again. I'm gonna wait.
I actually got super lucky in this department recently. My boss came up to me I think it was Thursday, Friday, and goes, "Hey, what size shoe do you wear?" And I was like, like 10 and a half, 11,
You know
He
what
goes,
that
"Oh,
means,
okay."
ladies.
He goes, "Come here." And it means I'm very average. But he goes, "Come with me." And I go back towards his office, and he's got literally like a trash bag, like one of those big clear ones, just filled with shoes. And he goes, "Hey, I've got this." I guess he got some like a growth on like the outside on the bone of his foot.
We did this. We talked about this last week.
Oh, I did talk about it.
We learned what bunion was.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. So I covered this. All right.
No. I get what you're saying though. But
Yeah,
like,
so
I was
and-
all the way in on that
and-
story. And I was like, wait, we found out what a bunion.
As
was,
I
'cause
started talking about it, I was like, I feel like I've said this before.
it's like 90% of this
But anyway,
podcast. Remember,
all
I already
those
said
shoes,
this?
he had very comfortable insoles. So, did not have to break those in. Fuck both.
Are you a
guys.
Dr. Scholl's kind of guy? You get those Scholl insoles?
Like dress shoes, I do have them.
Dude, those are pretty pimp, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, I just always think of the Mitch Hedberg joke where he's like, I mean, he's a doctor, so he went to school for that, but it doesn't really take a doctor to tell you that putting cushions on your feet is going to make it more comfortable to walk on.
I would have bought them from Mr. Scholes.
Perhaps even a Senor Scholl's.
Oh,
Mitch
R.I.P.
Hedberg, I think, would have been
Mitch.
54 today. So R.I.P. Mitch Hedberg. Go watch a little Mitch Hedberg on YouTube. And if you have no idea who Mitch Hedberg is, first off, like, I'm sorry you lived under a rock your whole life.
I hate you.
You know who Mitch Hedberg is, right?
I have no idea.
Are you
I don't know
serious?
who
All right,
it is.
you have to go home and watch one Mitch Hedberg YouTube video. You promise me you'll do that?
I'm
Okay.
gonna pull one up and I'm gonna text it to you right now.
Okay, yeah. We're not gonna play it.
No.
but
I'm just gonna text it to Robert.
like Mitch Hedberg is my favorite like all-time comedian, probably. Like him, Bill Hicks, Bill Burr are my like top 3.
Yeah, I'd say him and Billy Burr.
But like Mitch Hedberg, like died before he was like right now in the Twitter generation, he was the master of just one line.
Oh man, he would have killed on Twitter.
He would have like burnt Twitter to the fucking ground. He would have been the king of Twitter, and that makes me so sad that he never got to see that, because it was like in 240 characters, Mitch Hedberg would have just had a field day with everybody.
That's all. Still to this day, my favorite Mitch Hedberg joke of all time was when he just said, "I've always wanted to have a briefcase handcuffed to my wrist." All right. That was the whole fucking joke. There was no punchline.
It was just like stream of consciousness, and like whatever he had going on, like was, I don't know. It was fucking great. Go watch a little Mitch Hedberg. Let us know that you did at Past Great Pod. But yeah, that was not cool, huh? That was our not cool for the week.
Yep.
Let's get to our answers segment.
So if you just answer the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
This one comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, it's Skyler!
At OMG at Skylar on Twitter, and Skylar says, is a fleet of helicopters called helicopters? And I would have to say yes.
I don't know if it is, but it fucking better be.
Yeah, like that's what we're calling it from now on. Dude, that's helicopters over there. Shit.
Like,
bro.
I want to see a helicopter rental fucking commercial now where he's like, man, we got helicopters.
Yo, fly helicopters. Fly helicopters with helicopters.
Like, so yes, definitely it is.
Yeah. Remember that, like in high school? That was a big phase. Hella. Dude, this is a hella good time, man.
I remember it being a small phase. I remember it more from South Park when he kept saying hella and it was pissing everyone off.
I think that's why like it became like a...
I only remember a few people kind of saying it.
I felt like a lot of people said it.
Like, our buddy Danny used to say it.
Uh-huh.
But I felt that was more of like in reference to South Park.
Okay. Well, that was a good question. And yes, helicopters is... definitely what we're going to go with on that one. So, Good question, son. Our next question comes from our girl, Stephanie E. Bow Bow.
It's Day Bow Bow.
It's E. Bow Bow. At Stephanie Z on Twitter. Stephanie with 5 E's before the ZY. And Stephanie says, what fruit or vegetable do you think that you could throw the furthest? Now, this is one that I have been wondering all week. Like, what would you say?
I think...
I feel like apple is a pretty easy go-to answer, but I don't agree with it.
And see, even though it is not a spherical, the more spherical it is, the better it's going to be.
That's what I always say about booties too.
So all week long, I was actually thinking avocado, because especially when it's not ripe,
I was thinking
and
avocado,
and you have that pit in the middle too.
Because it's got a little weight to it.
A little bit of weight. But the more I thought about it, I was like, man, you got to get because as that avocado tumbles, you're going to get wind resistance, and it's not going to go. I'm going to say a medium-sized orange.
I was going to say orange, maybe a tangerine, like a mandarin or one of those.
You know what,
but you can throw a baseball further than you can throw a golf ball, right?
A peach is very dense.
A peach would be good. And it's got that big-ass fucking seed
and it's got
in the
the
middle
pit
of
in the
it.
middle. And it's not perfectly spherical, but it's close enough. Actually, I think I'm going to go peach. I was thinking orange, but then stream of consciousness right there. I just kept talking. God damn it, I can't fucking speak right now.
I know. I've had 9 beers. I'm just not really.
Well, I'm
not
on
yet.
6. I've had 5 and about a fifth of a beer. I think I'm going to go peach just because of the density of it compared to an orange.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm
Robert, what are
I'm
your
gonna go
thoughts?
peach.
I want to know. Like, this seemed like something that I was just like, I know,
Dragon fruit.
like Pat's gonna have a crazy answer anyway. Like, Pat's gonna have some awesome answer, but like Robert's like off the wall sometimes. I don't know. Like, what would you go with?
A banana.
Because it's a boomerang.
You fucking liar.
Because it's like a boomerang. It'll come right back to you.
But that's then you're going
But
to
it
lose
goes really
distance.
far, and then it just comes back. So then you don't have to keep going and getting it. So you can just keep throwing the same banana.
No,
But it's
I
not
think-
going that far.
No, I think it being able to go
Or would it be a bad boomerang?
right, the distance of it going away and then coming back, you got to count both of those distances.
Oh.
That's-
But it's not going to
If
come
it's on
back.
a different path. as
Here's the
long
thing. It's not going to come back.
It
though.
might, depending on how good of a boomerang
Because
it
by
is.
your
It's boomerang
logic, it would
shaped.
be a bad boomerang.
I
By
mean, I
your
don't think
logic,
it's coming back. I don't think it's coming back. So
it's not. You're getting too much wind resistance on that, man.
yeah, I don't know. I think that's a good one though, like because maybe you get a little momentum going when you're throwing it, kind of like a throwing
I'm
star.
gonna go peach, especially an unripe peach, because it's gonna be even denser.
A peach is good. I like vegetables though. Like I feel like we all just said fruits. What vegetables though could we throw furthest? If we're like I was gonna say tomato, but that's a fruit. So I don't know. I feel like I could chuck a fucking tomato. I think.
I don't. Yeah,
I could put some fucking.
I'm thinking the density
hurt on a tomato,
but the initial whiplash of how hard you're throwing the tomato might hurt its integrity, and it
Maybe
might kind of squish.
A beet would be good, but like just I think like Pat was saying, wind resistance though. Wind resistance. That's
the
really
beet doesn't have to have the green.
I think it's got to.
I don't think it has to.
Because,
okay. All right.
Well, I see. That's
onion.
Why. That's why I was thinking.
An onion would be that'd be an onion.
The first thing that popped in my head was carrot, just because I was thinking of density and I couldn't think of anything around.
If you could throw a carrot like a javelin,
definitely an onion.
It was like a giant carrot. You could just javelin like a motherfucker. Like that'd be tight.
But still, I could out throw an onion more than I could javelin.
Do you think you could kill a guy with an onion?
Okay, so I take it you've seen Shoot 'Em Up.
No.
Oh, throughout this movie, this guy kills people with carrots.
Okay, so different vegetable.
Guys, if you ever want to see just a ridiculous movie that's all about, kind of like, you know how the Expendables were, where it's all about just action. Like, it's not a great plot point movie, but yeah, go see Shoot 'Em Up. It's fucking great. He kills at least 2 people with carrots.
I don't know. I think
I'm gonna go onion.
I think onion. I think is an onion better than a peach? Because I think an onion probably is. An onion's like thicker. I'd go onion. Onion is the answer now.
Yeah, especially because the onion you're gonna get. And it's not a perfect sphere. It's a little bit more oblong. Like if you were to take a tennis ball and squish it a little bit.
It's like a softball. It's like a softball.
Well, depending on the size of the onion, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think onion would be better than the peach.
An onion just because fuck somebody up, dude.
An onion, a peach at different ripeness is going to have different throwing characteristics and how easy it is to throw. An onion is an onion. It's just going to grow in size. It's still going to be solid.
Right. Yeah, I'd go onion.
So that's right. Originally, it was fruit or vegetable, right?
Then
so
we
yeah,
all
it's
said
going to
fruit,
be onion.
so I was like, "Well, it's vegetable."
Well,
it's
the onion.
Reasoning.
The onion is. Thank you for reminding me about the vegetable part of this. The onion. The onion is what I can throw the farthest.
That's what we're gonna go with. It's a good question, Stephanie. At Stephanieezy on Twitter. Stephanie Bow Wows and Meow Meows. Check them out. Best pet sitting service in the entire world. Josh Tree Coddle at Joshua Tree 713 says, "Can you get a parking ticket if you had it in neutral?"
Unfortunately, yes.
I would have said no based on that.
As long as you're not
parked.
moving, you
you're
are
parked,
technically
though.
parked. You can get a DUI for sitting in a parked vehicle.
I knew that. As long as the keys are in. If the keys are out of the car, you're good.
Yeah. But so if you can get a
anything.
DUI in a vehicle that's not moving, you can definitely get a parking ticket for one that's in
yeah, I want to say no, but I think Pat's right here on that one. So yes, you can get a parking ticket.
I mean, I am the only one here with a criminal justice degree.
Right.
So therefore, these questions default to me.
Emma has gotten a parking in a handicap stick or parking in a handicap spot thing when we pulled into a handicap spot, and then a cop immediately pulled behind her. It was like, and we were like dropping somebody off, and we were like, but like, and I was kind of fucked up, so I didn't want to like argue with the guy, but I was like, but like her foot's on the brake, her foot, like she's not parked. Parking in a handicap spot would mean to me.
I would have argued that in court because I did not park. I was literally dropping someone off. I did not park there.
Yeah,
I was pulling into a space to let somebody out for 9 seconds.
Yeah,
I would have argued that.
Like, yeah, that was pretty bullshit, and the guy
Problem
was just
is
being
sometimes
a dick.
people don't have time to go to court and argue these things.
Right, and she didn't, or like money to keep going back and forth and shit like that. But
well, at that point, it's not money. You just show up and you're like, either this is dismissed or I'm gonna have to pay the fine.
Yeah,
now.
but they're gonna take the cops' word over yours regardless. So
it could be, but I mean, sometimes the cop doesn't show up.
Yeah,
that happens a lot of time. But it's a matter
Huntsville,
of
they show up to that shit.
Do you have time to show up that day?
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, I think you do get a parking ticket even if you're in neutral. Bullshit, but still, I think you get one.
Yeah.
All right, our next one comes from Josh Posados at Josh_Posados on Twitter. Do you like the accent I put on it?
I love the
Posados.
Sorry, I had to hijack this real quick too. The other day, I just thought about how I sound more white when I try and pronounce Spanish words with the inflection than when I just say it.
Posados.
Like I feel like I sound whiter when I say gracias than when I say gracias.
Gracias.
And like, am I right, Robert? Do I sound whiter saying gracias than I do saying gracias?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you sound pretty white doing both.
Yeah, like, oh, muchas gracias or muchas gracias. Like,
gracias,
I feel like
senor.
I'm gonna be white, but like being this white and saying gracias, I feel like it sounds so much whiter.
Yeah.
Like it's worse.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a little tangent I thought about yesterday.
Josh Posados at Josh_Posados asks us, are lobsters giant crawfish or a crawfish tiny lobsters? By the way, I didn't mention that I'm on 6 weeks of the crawfish streak.
Woo!
But
Week 6, baby. Where'd you go this last week?
I went to Hank's Crawfish, and it was pretty awesome.
I was going to say, it's
a Highway 6.
Place called Hank's Crawfish. Like, Hank's got some
Yeah,
crawfish,
it's good.
dog.
We had crawfish at work. Does that count? So are you on week 7?
We had like, I
No,
didn't
it's
count
still
that.
the same week. It has to be consecutive.
No.
weeks.
That
you
was
went
that
last
was a
week.
different week. That was last week.
This week we had.
Tuesday we had for Fat Tuesday they had some stuff, but they didn't have like boiled crawfish or anything like that. They didn't have a boil. They just had like a crawfish po' boy, which I don't count.
No.
Because having crawfish to me, like, yes, that's sort of having crawfish. Having crawfish is going and like ripping the heads off and all that stuff, like ripping them apart.
I might
and
be
all
going on
that.
Thursday.
I'm going Friday. I don't know where. I think Hank's on Westheimer maybe, but
Oh, you're going to another Hank's.
well, Hank's is known for its crawfish. Obviously, that's why it's called
Okay.
Hank's Crawfish.
Well, I'm going to go somewhere that my sister has a gift card.
LA Fisherman's still the goat of crawfish, if you ask me, in Houston.
I'm gonna-
But
it's-
are lobsters
it's
giant
neither.
crawfish or a crawfish
Neither.
tiny lobsters? I think both.
Completely different flavor
both.
profiles.
But like they're
Completely
kind of the
different
same
flavor
fucking
profiles.
thing.
But they're really not. I mean, they're both bottom feeders.
I think,
But
I
it's
think
not like one can grow into the
crawfish
other.
crawfish or tiny lobsters, because like when you eat lobsters, are you ever like, man, this is like a giant crawfish? 'Cause
No,
I never do
because
that.
the lobster
But
is so much more
sometimes-
succulent.
But sometimes like you find a crawfish, like, dude, this is like a baby lobster. Like I've said that exact thing before.
If I had to go
So I
one
would
way,
say
I would say that the crawfish is the
Crawfish
baby
or
lobster.
tiny lobsters.
If I had to go one way, I would say that it's neither. Completely different flavor profiles. But if I had to go one, I would say the crawfish is the baby lobster.
All right. Well, there we go.
Because lobsters that by themselves are, you don't need seasoning on a lobster. Maybe just a little
you need
butter.
some butter.
And a lot of time you don't even need that, man. Lobster is just delicious by itself.
But
But
butter is
crawfish,
almost
nobody.
essential
If
for-
you eat crawfish with no seasoning on it, you're a fucking psychopath.
Well, if it comes out of the boil and it's dope, then
But all the seasoning is in the
Oh,
boil. Like,
yeah,
are
yeah.
you? Nobody's just boiling crawfish in water and
Maybe.
then serving them.
somebody probably did initially.
Yeah, psychos.
Or the first person to find out crawfish. They was starving.
Like if you think about it this way, if you had a bunch of people over for a crawfish boil, and you put them out on the table, and people start biting into them and going, "There's no flavor," and like, "Well, I just boiled them in water." Everyone would go, "I fucking hate you."
that'd be really funny though. That'd be a really funny.
It'd be
bit.
such a waste of
But
crawfish.
it'd be a
though.
really funny bit.
You get a bunch
What?
of
Oh, you didn't boil? Oh, you had to put stuff in it? No.
You invite Coach O over. Hey, there ain't no seasoning on crawfish.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
All right, I'm gonna need a bowl of seasoning. I'm gonna dunk each crawfish individually. My brother does that. He gets it and then he actually dunks it into more seasoning.
So
before he eats
I'll when they give you the butter on the side, I like to open it
it.
up.
I don't even use butter on my crawfish.
I mean I just like to have when it's there, and I like to get the seasoning. I'll sprinkle the seasoning on top. I know that's like amateur hour, but you give it a little you give it a little Salt Bay on it, and I will if I get the option of having butter on the side, I open one and just put it in the butter, and then I eat like 2 or 3 more, and then I go back to the one that's just been soaking in the butter. Pop that one in my mouth. It's great.
And I know I've said this before, guys, but now that it's crawfish season, I'm going to say it again. If you do a crawfish boil this season, cut some pineapple rounds, just into circles. Throw that in your pot, too.
And mushrooms always add to a crawfish boil. You can always tell if a boil is good,
mushroom,
too.
sausage, and corn,
But
that's
mushrooms
always a
aren't
must-be.
always a must, though. A lot of people
Not
don't
a
do
must,
the
but
mushrooms.
it's a well-known one. I'm telling you,
And
not a lot of
mushrooms
people know about.
give you the flavor of the boil, too.
Not
You can
a lot
have
of people know about the pineapple. I'm telling you, at the end of your boil, throw some pineapple in that bitch. It soaks up all those fucking spicy juices. Holy shit, it's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And not enough people know about this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, throw that pineapple in your shit, dog.
I think though, like sausage, and I guess shrimp. I don't count shrimp because shrimp is like an extra. I feel like that you can throw in because shrimp with
But I mean, that's just
which
more
is
shit that
awesome.
you can season,
It's
yeah.
awesome though. But I feel like of like sausage, corn, and mushrooms. And potatoes, I guess, being like
I'm
the
a big mushroom.
bonuses.
You know what I'd like to
But
try?
you can tell the whole flavor of the boil by just biting into one of those mushrooms.
You know what'd be good, too, now that I think about it? Some cauliflower.
Yeah, I'm over cauliflower.
Oh, I love cauliflower.
Everybody's obsessed with cauliflower now, and I'm an anti-cauliflower guy.
I'm just saying, I feel like that'd be good.
When everybody likes something, I'm gonna hate it. So FYI. I
Oh,
hate
you're
cauliflower.
so edgy.
Yeah, dude. I'm just different, dude. I think different.
Fucking hipster.
Ever heard of that? Apple wrote that. Apple.
I
came up with
used
that
to like cauliflower,
Think
and then it got
different.
popular, and I don't like it anymore.
All I eat is cauliflower everything.
Actually, just meat and cheese, dog.
Cauliflower.
I do eat-
Look,
I
it's
do
like,
eat a lot.
oh look, this is it's cauliflower pizza. No, it's not. It's cauliflower, and you're trying to pretend it's pizza. It's
Oh,
not real
I'm
fucking
fully
pizza.
on that. it's not cauliflower pizza. Cauliflower crust is a little bit of bullshit, but if it gets me to eat the meat and cheese in the delivery method that I like, I'll eat it.
Yeah, I get that. All right, our final question of the week comes from Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead on Twitter, and he says, tradition, peer pressure from dead people? I don't know, because at A&M, a lot of times, like, there's not enough people that are dead for it to be a tradition. Like, if you do it once, no, like, I'm just saying, like, if, like, at A&M, it's like one thing happens, and they're like, some people are like, oh, that's a tradition. We do that now. It's like, is that a tradition, or did y'all just do that last year?
I think A&M was a bad example.
No, I know.
Because
I walked
they
on the
had
grass.
a tradition.
I walked on the grass.
Then some people
okay,
died,
not like that. I
and the
didn't mean it that
tradition
way
ended.
at all. I obviously was not talking about the bonfire. Was not talking
Which,
about
by
the
the way,
bonfire.
they should bring that back now. Maybe
I think they do have it, don't they? They just don't have it on site. It's not
I don't
just
know.
like a.
Here's what I always thought. Maybe don't let the freshman engineering students be in charge of it. I feel like that was a dumb
Okay,
tradition to start
obviously
with.
was not taking a shot at the bonfire. I just meant like A&M's like, oh no, it's a tradition. Now we just kiss our dates after every touchdown. Like, okay, we did that at one game. Now it's a tradition. It's also, you know what else is a tradition? Adding championships from years past, where you're like, well, actually, if you calculated the top 25 with this day and age's rankings, we would have been number one there. Therefore, we're the
I
champions.
just had
Like,
a
you didn't
thought.
win a championship.
I
though.
just had a thought. Is A&M the original hipster university?
No.
No. Hear me
It was
out.
like a military thing, wasn't
Hear
it?
me out. Every other school is like cheerleaders. Oh, we want to look at hot chicks. A&M was like, we're over that. We're going to have dudes.
I feel like we're
That's a
pissing off
hipster
a lot
move.
of A&M people right now, and I love you guys.
Oh, no,
appreciate
I love you guys, too.
listening. But like, it's like I love the people that are
Like, you
Cowboys
have-
fans that listen
You
to the
have
fucking
to
Cowboys.
objectively look at your school and say, you guys have some stupid-ass traditions. They're a lot of fun when you're a part of them.
And
they are. But they are
Not everybody's a
stupid.
participant in it, you know. But like a lot of people are like, okay, do that. Yeah, some
I
people
will
get a
fully
little nuts.
admit, one time
I got yelled at for walking on the grass, and I was like, what? And they were like, it's a tradition, and I was like, what's it for? They're like, it's something for the dead people or whatever, or for the dead, for the fallen. And I was like, it's grass.
Here's how tradition can fuck you
What?
up at A&M. Me and my buddies were partying in A&M
I
for
feel
a
like we're
weekend.
just digging a hole right now.
Oh, we are. But we randomly just started partying at this house. I don't know where we were. Then Midnight Yell came around. And
Which
all the
is
people that live there,
where you practice cheering.
where you practice cheering the night before the game at midnight. So all the girls...
Although Cliff Hogg on Big Brother last year did Midnight Yell, and it may have just been because I was watching Big Brother live feeds very late at night, but I was kind of into it.
But anyway, all the people that live there that didn't know any of us that were there. Me and my buddy didn't know anyone there. I don't know how we ended up at this party we did. They left us in their house. What do you think proceeded to happen? We stole about $300 worth of alcohol from their house.
You guys are just great guys, huh?
I mean, we were shit-faced 19-year-olds. What the fuck are you going to
Yeah.
do? That's a dumb tradition to follow to where you're just like, I trust all of you people I've never met to be in my home.
Well, I had to go to cheer practice.
Yeah. And by the way, 2 of the bottles that I took, I put them on top of the car. Well, first of all, 2 of them I put right outside the door and then left and then went to go grab more booze and forgot those 2. Then another 2 that I
So
grabbed.
like they walked home and knew immediately y'all stole all their
Yeah,
booze.
because there was 2 of their own bottles outside the door. But then I went back in and grabbed 2 more and put them on top of the car, then turned around and they both slid off and shattered. And then I went and grabbed 2 more bottles. Meanwhile, my buddies had already grabbed like 3 or 4 bottles. Yeah, don't leave drunk people in your house. Like that's when traditions become dumb, is when you were just like, well, I have to do this and there's people here and I don't want to be rude.
Or you guys could just not be bad people. And
Oh
steal.
no, we were 19-year-old
Yeah.
guys.
I
All
remember-
19-year-old guys are terrible people.
I remember in college somebody stole liquor from me, and I just took their license plate off their car, and then they had to come and give me my liquor back before I would give them their license plate back.
In
And I
college,
was like, guess who gets pulled over first? You do.
these girls that we knew from high school had a bottle or something stolen from their party, and me and my 2 buddies were there. So and one of my buddies, I think, left his phone or his iPod or something there that night. And they're like, well, you're not coming back until you come, or they just wouldn't bring it back over. Like, you guys all have to come back over or we're not. And they kept they one-on-one questioned us about who stole the bottle. We know it was you guys. And we all drove home together. And we were like, none of us stole it. Like, they were trying to be like my best friend. They were trying to say it was him. And I was like, dog,
One,
we
if it was, I'm not
literally-
ratting my boy out first off. But
also, I was like, we literally all got in the car together. Like, you realize there was 40 people in your apartment last night, right? And you're
No.
just convinced it was us? I was like, dog, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. I was like, there's no way he could have snuck it into the back seat where I was sitting next to him, and I would have not seen a handle of Captain Morgan.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty. Yeah, I don't know, man. This was from...
Yes, tradition is peer pressure.
Tradition is definitely peer pressure from dead people.
It might be stupid.
But that's what it is. Like, yeah. Tradition is just dead people being like, hey, we did this, you have to do it too. And I'm sorry, A&M, like, I wasn't trying to piss you guys off, which is all, it's all fucking
You guys
harmless
are just
fun.
an easy target because you
It's
have to know.
It's harmless fun. We love you guys. I love
you
you,
guys do have some
Harmio.
dumb traditions.
I love you, Danny Weston. You're awesome. Like, we get it. I love fucking Dave, Southern Star founder. Aggie graduate, like they fucking make good people. I get it. Like I'm not saying you're a bad person for going in. I'm just saying some of the stuff is like kind of weird to me, who didn't go there. So like you can say Sam Houston State sucks, and I'll be like, okay, whatever. I get you.
Yeah, the only tradition my school had was blacking out.
We had some like execution parties.
That's pretty dope.
I mean, like,
so I take it when somebody would be getting executed that day, you guys would have a party.
People did, yeah.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Just as like oh hey, tight.
That's actually a dope ass tradition.
And people are like, that's so gruesome and grim. It's like, also, that was a child molester. So, hey, got one of them out of the way.
Yeah.
Done. Let's celebrate.
It's a celebration of not more people. Oh, this guy murdered 13 people.
Yeah, I remember there was one, he like dragged a person behind his car until they like died. And it was like, fuck that guy. Let's get hammered.
Yeah, good one. Great tradition.
Because that guy can't party, so we're partying because he can't, and it's like a slap in the face of that guy.
I guess floating the river would be our tradition.
Yeah, which is pretty tight.
Yeah.
Which is pretty tight. But, so yeah, I'm sorry, A&M.
I want to go to an execution party, man.
They had, like, protests, and, like, some people would go to, like, the protests and all that stuff, but, like, there's usually, like, they just go stand, like, yeah!
We should never kill anyone. He killed 13 people.
I don't want to get too political, but, yeah, I don't want to get that. It's like, sometimes, like,
some people
just need to be put down. You know, like, there's people that, like, when you do heinous things, you should be put down. I don't understand.
You shouldn't get to keep living.
Well, you know, he murdered 12 people, but, like, we're not gonna persecute him with the death penalty. He killed 12 people.
Like, is there anybody that believes that Jeffrey Epstein shouldn't be dead?
Oh, I mean,
the guy that facilitated in the rape of countless minor women.
I would ideally like him not to be dead yet. I'm not like upset.
No, but like that guy deserved to die
because he was a bad guy.
Yeah, he deserved to die.
But like I would ideally have liked him to be able to like rat out everybody else, so we could have gotten to the bottom of like how that whole thing.
Is there anybody out there that thinks Hitler shouldn't have been killed? Like I know he killed himself, but if we were to capture him, is there anybody out there that thinks, well, no, it's not our place to kill him?
This podcast got dark.
Yeah, it did.
Got dark. Hey guys. Have a great week.
Happy gravy day though.
And gig 'em. Gig 'em, guys, right?
Puppies.
Puppies are awesome.
Puppies and kittens.
Pet your dog.
We're gonna end on a high note.
Pet your dog.
Love your dog.
Yeah.
Eat some crawfish.
Yeah, man. Do that. That's awesome too.
Masturbate. That's good for your mental health, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to end on a high note here.
Yeah. So like on a low high note, like I'll give you an option. We have our normal rap cover we could go with. Or shout out to my buddy Ty Trevathan, who we happened to mention. But my dog Felicia, that was my previous dog before Wheezy. It's been the 25th was 3 years since we lost her, and so that was kind of like a personal, like very sad day with me. But I have a song of hers that we wrote, and if you guys want, would you rather hear the dog song or?
You gotta go with the dog song. Yesterday's 3 days.
Okay, it's called Brown Dog. It's by the Forensic Scientist, which was our band name because we wanted people's parents to want them to go see us because it's like, well, Forensic Scientists, people would want to go. They seem they're educational.
You're fucking idiots.
But so it's my friend Ty and myself. This is Brown Dog by the Forensic Scientist. Love you, Fifi. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week and a kick-ass weekend. We'll talk to you guys next week on another fun-filled episode of Pass the Gravy. Until then, pass the gravy, you bitches.